Millions of pensioners across the country are about to face changes that could directly affect the amount they receive every single month, and most people still don't know what's coming. If you rely on your pension or you're planning your retirement income, this is the moment to pay attention because the update I'm about to share could impact your payments, your budget, and even your long-term financial security. Before you spend a single pound or plan your next month's income, you need to check the new details that have just been revealed. This is not speculation. This is not guesswork. This is a breaking update that every pensioner needs to hear right now. Welcome back, and thank you for joining us once again. Today's update is one of the most important of the year because it directly affects the income of millions of seniors across the country. For many people, pensions are not just an additional benefit. They are the financial lifeline that keeps the lights on, food on the table, prescriptions up to date, and essential bills paid. When even a small change happens to pension amounts, payment dates, or eligibility rules, it has a real impact on real people's lives. That's why, in today's video, we're breaking down the latest pension changes in the simplest, clearest, and most practical way possible. Over the last several weeks, the government has been reviewing key pension policies, including payment increases, inflation adjustments, possible benefit restructures, and changes to how claims are processed. This includes new payment calculations, revised thresholds, and updated eligibility conditions that could affect everything from basic pension amounts to additional top-ups. What makes the situation especially important is that several different updates are happening at the same time. This means your actual payment amount may now look different from what you were expecting even just a few months ago. And for some people, the change could be significant enough to alter their monthly budget. One of the biggest concerns among pensioners is whether payments will be increasing or decreasing. The government has been under pressure to support seniors through rising living costs, inflation that continues to affect essentials, and a housing and energy market that shows no signs of becoming more affordable. At the same time, the Treasury is facing ongoing financial strain, which means every benefit program, including pensions, is under review. This creates a situation where pensioners need to stay informed because nothing should be taken for granted until the official payment amounts are confirmed and updated. Now let's talk about what has changed and why this update is so critical. The first major point is the recalculation of pension amounts based on the most recent inflation figures. Pension increases are often tied to inflation, wage growth, or policy frameworks like the triple lock. The most recent data has triggered new calculations that suggest payment adjustments are coming sooner than many expected. This means the amount you receive may increase slightly, remain stable, or in some rare cases be adjusted differently if your individual circumstances have changed. Another major part of today's breaking update involves reviews of eligibility and entitlements. Several pension categories, including those receiving standard payments, disability top-ups, supplemental support, or income-tested benefits, are undergoing reassessments. These reassessments are not meant to reduce payments, but to ensure accuracy, fairness, and compliance with updated rules. However, for pensioners, even routine reviews can lead to unexpected changes, especially if there have been updates to income, residency status, marital status, or personal circumstances. One of the biggest challenges pensioners face is not understanding why payments sometimes change unexpectedly. Often, the reason is that government systems update old information, cross-check databases, or adjust calculations for accuracy. That is why it is essential to check your updated pension amount now, because relying on past figures can leave you unprepared if your payment looks different next month. You need to know what has changed, why it changed, and how it affects your income. There are also important updates regarding payment dates. Due to holidays, bank schedules, and administrative changes, some payments may be arriving earlier or later than usual. This can cause confusion, especially for pensioners who rely on a consistent payment schedule to manage bills and expenses. The updated payment calendar has been revised to ensure smoother transitions, but it is crucial that you verify your next payment date so you don't get caught off guard. Let's talk about something that affects a huge number of pensioners: underpayments and missed payments. Over the past year, thousands of pensioners across the country have been identified as receiving less than they were entitled to due to calculation errors, outdated records, or incomplete information. Some of these underpayments date back years. The government has now confirmed that another round of reviews is underway to identify and correct any additional cases. If you are one of the individuals affected, you may be owed back payments. These back payments can be substantial depending on how long the error occurred. However, they won't be applied automatically to everyone. They are processed only when the system flags an issue or when pensioners update their personal information. That is why reviewing your account is essential. Along with adjustments to pension amounts, there are also updates to supplemental benefits that many seniors rely on. Additional programs such as disability support, income assistance, and cost of living payments are being reviewed or adjusted. Some programs may see increases, others may be realigned, and some programs that were temporary are now approaching their scheduled end dates. For many pensioners, these top-up benefits are essential, and even small changes can have a meaningful impact on their financial stability. Another important update involves new tools and digital features being added to government portals that allow pensioners to see their payments, check upcoming amounts, update personal information, and confirm eligibility. These tools are designed to reduce errors, speed up payments, and make it easier for seniors to manage their accounts without waiting on phone lines or office appointments. However, it is up to pensioners to log in, check their accounts, and ensure the information is correct. A simple issue with an outdated address, an unreported change in marital status, or missing income information can lead to payment delays or incorrect amounts. The most common question pensioners are asking right now is simple. Will I get more money, less money, or the same amount? The honest answer is that it depends on your personal situation. Some pensioners will see increases due to updated inflation adjustments. Some will see stability in their payments. Others may see slight changes if their circumstances have shifted or if previous errors have been corrected. But the key message is this: do not assume your payment will stay the same. Verify it. Confirm it. Check your updated amount. This is your financial security, and you deserve complete clarity. Let's talk about the larger picture for a moment. The pension system is evolving as governments respond to inflation, budget pressures, and demographic changes. There are more retirees today than at any point in history, and the number continues to grow. This increases the strain on pension programs, which means governments must constantly review and update policies. These updates are not always negative, but they require awareness. Seniors who stay informed can make better decisions, plan more confidently, and avoid unpleasant surprises. If you have been noticing differences in your payments, delays, or confusing messages, you are not alone. Many pensioners experience issues during update cycles. Systems are recalculated, databases refreshed, and payment batches reorganized. These are normal processes, but they can still cause short-term confusion. This is another reason why keeping an eye on your payment information is so important. Now, let's move toward what you should do next. The first step is simple. Check your updated amount. Whether you receive your pension through direct deposit or check, the official portal will show the exact amount you are scheduled to receive. Do not rely on memory or past statements. The second step is to review your personal information. Make sure your address, marital status, income information, and banking details are all correct. Even small differences can cause issues. The third step is to stay informed. Follow reliable sources, avoid rumors, and wait for official confirmations before assuming major changes. One of the most valuable things you can do is understand your entitlements. Many pensioners do not realize they may be eligible for additional support programs. Sometimes, a small benefit, a top-up, or an income-dependent payment can make a meaningful difference. That is why understanding your full entitlement package is so important. Now let's talk about your rights. Pensioners have the right to question their payments, request reviews, submit corrections, and inquire about underpayments. Do not hesitate to seek clarification if something looks incorrect. You worked for these benefits, you contributed for years, and you deserve the full amount you are entitled to. And now, as we bring this update to a close, here's the most important message of all. Do not wait. Do not delay. Do not assume everything is fine. Check your amount. Confirm it. Take a few minutes today to look at your updated payment information. Even if nothing has changed, you will have peace of mind. And if something has changed, you will know exactly what steps to take next. Thank you for joining us today and for staying informed during these ongoing pension changes. Your financial stability matters, your retirement matters, and you deserve accurate, clear, and reliable information. Stay cautious of rumors, stay focused on official updates, and always verify your amounts directly through the government portal. We are here to keep you informed, supported, and prepared for whatever changes come next.